All right, so up next is track number 6 on Rocka Rolla, called Cheater. Let's check it out.
I got home late this evening, stumbled up the stair. I couldn't believe my eyes when I looked in the bedroom there. My woman with the man was lying fast asleep. I felt a rage inside me, control I couldn't keep. She was a cheater. I reached the dressing table, kicked away the door. I gripped the cold black metal and loaded 44. By this time they're awakened, they don't know what to do. I scream, you cheated bitch, here's what I think of you. You are a cheater. They both pleaded for mercy.
Okay, I'm really digging this one. Yeah, it's got great pacing. It's lots of energy to it. I like how Rob, he's putting a bit of I don't know. There's a lot of charisma in his voice here in certain aspects when he's going on about Cheater. The groove, the riffs, everything's great. Again, getting some Zeppelin vibes from this, but you can definitely hear this easily turned into metal. You just add a little bit more distortion in that to it. You could easily make this a metal track. Maybe just make the drumming a little bit more intense, but it's a freaking classic track so far. I'm really digging this, and we're already almost done. It's just flying by, under 3 minutes long. What more can you ask for?
I said no way. When you do this upon me, you have no say. I treated you so real good, and this is what you do.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the damn harmonica. That's so cool too. You don't hear that all that often in rock and metal. It's there, but not all often. The Wizard is the only other track that comes to my mind right away, but I'm sure there's other ones too. I'm not gonna start thinking about stuff like that, but love hearing it in music like this.
Oh no, I'm finished with ya. Your time is through. You are a cheater. Cheater, this one might sweet, and this one is the meter. Come on, you're a meter. Cheater, cheater, cheater. Come on, meter. Cheater, cheater, cheater. There's nobody see.
Hell yeah, love that track. The way he says "You are the cheetah," there's like, I don't know, some aggression to that too. I love it. Like I said, a very easy song to turn into a heavy metal track. You know, this is like proto metal right now. We're getting closer to what we all know and love when it comes to Judas Priest. But yeah, hell of a track. One of the standouts for me on this album. This whole album, when they're doing actual songs like One for the Road, Rocka Rolla, the trilogy of winter stuff, that was this kind of odd, kind of experimental. They weren't like full length tracks or nothing. But those first two tracks and Cheater right there, that shows, you know, so much potential for the band. And I just love the groove of the riffs and how bluesy they are. Up next, we got the song Never Satisfied, track number 7. Let's check it out. that bass and guitar is pairing together to make that groove. It's so damn infectious. Such a cool vibe. Another friggin' great track, you know. Is this album underrated? Let me know in the comments, because you never hear people talking about their debut. And they don't even play most of these tracks live, like pretty much ever since the 70s. So very odd, but I'm digging it. Yeah, the groove, them having two guitarists makes such a big difference too. A lot of bands back then only had the one, but you know, and having two leads, I believe too. So they take turns, they can harmonize together, they can do different things, and you don't see that a lot in the early 70s. Usually there was only that one guitarist in a lot of bands, so that gives them an advantage, that's for sure. But man, does this track ever have a cool flow to it?
There's nowhere else to go. This could be our last show. Changing dreams, changing schemes. We are never satisfied.
Cool riff to slow down the tempo, kind of break down the track, and let the solo come in and do its business over top. And since the guitars and that the vibe kind of slowed down, the drums are picking up the pieces. You're hearing them fill in a lot of those empty space parts, and it's doing such a great job, man. I'm never satisfied, but this song is definitely satisfying.
Love is gone, along with fun. Now we're reaching for the gun. Changing cast, changing fast. No more
Hear that long ass note he held? Damn. Let's go back.
changing fast. No more tether. We are never satisfied.
That might be our craziest Halford scream yet on this album. He's really showing his potential for what's to come. He gets crazier, but still, it's cool to see it here in the early days. Never Satisfied. Is it the best track on the album? I really like Rocka Rolla, so it's probably in competition with that for me right now. But Cheater was so badass too. This is a strong debut, guys. It's pretty underrated online. It's only got a 6 point something on Metal Storm anyway, so I feel like that's a little undervalued. But yeah, Never Satisfied. The groove, the way the song just kind of slowed down at the end, almost like a locomotive. It was slowly stopping. Very cool. So infectious, that groove. You could listen to it all day. Damn good track. I absolutely love that one. Good use of both lead guitars as well in that one. So next track is track number 8. It's called Run of the Mill, which is definitely not this album. So far, I'm digging it. It's not a masterpiece or nothing, but it got some great grooves and vibes in there. So let's head on over to Run of the Mill to see if they can continue that.
What have you achieved now you're old? Did you fulfill ambition? Do as you were told? Or are you still doing the same this year? Should I give sorrow or turn round and stare?
Oh my god. That part is so smooth. The melody to this track is just great. Hopefully, you guys don't hear people mowing their lawns too bad outside. I can hear it when I pause the song, but try to ignore that. But yeah, Run of the Mill, man. This is definitely not Run of the Mill. I like the pattern of the song. It's cool to try to figure out. It really takes you on a journey. This being the longest track on here, I feel like it's gonna be one of the more epic ones. Yeah, just the guitar picking and how smooth it is. How Rob Halford is really in like power metal mode when it comes to the vocals on this one, even though this is like 10 years before power metal was even invented. But yeah, it's just really cool stuff on here, guys. I'm digging this track too. Ooh, so good. And when this track first started, I thought it was going to be more like a ballad type track, the way it started, but no. This is more like an epic journey style track.
I know that the prospect something we all have deep inside. Not let it vanish along with your
Here we go. Where's the other guitar? I was expecting the guitar to come in to do that fantastic rhythm groove, but it was the bass by himself. I'm like, come on, because that's such a vibing part, man. It's so good. just want to pause it before we get any further. Um, wow, that bass was really holding down that rhythm section for like 4 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever, where that solo was going off. This is definitely their most ambitious track on the album, given its length as well. There's definitely some progressive elements in here compared to the rest of the tracks. Whether we're talking about the songwriting, the way it's put together, or the way they're playing their instruments, it's all a factor in here. I mean, there were certain sections in this track. If you just gave me that section, especially as an instrumental, I would think it's Yes or something from back in 74 instead of Judas Priest. So good on them for changing things up. And I'm really digging this track. It's really stands out among the pack as being different. Wow. Impressive. Now that really showed you promise and potential. Run of the mill. It's such a funny that track title, given the nature of the song. It's definitely anything but your generic run of the mill track. I'm sure it had to do with the lyrics though. But yeah, what a track. Everybody was giving it their all. This was definitely their most ambitious track. Whether we're talking about the vocals, his range at the end, he was going off Rob Halford at the end. To the extended guitar solo, the bass holding down the rhythm for almost the entire track and has great bass lines in there and everything. Was keeping the rhythm and keeping your attention, kept it engaging. And of course, the drumming as well by John Hitch. He was just his little fills and his change ups for every section of the track just fit perfectly. Hell of a track. Funny how no one ever mentions it. It's kind of underrated if you ask me. Such a great track. And it was cool to see this amount of progressive elements in there given the rest of the tracks didn't really have those as much anyway. And there's definitely some aspects of progressive rock in here, that's for sure. But yeah, what a great track.